Time now for you to meet my first guest. He's not a first timer to our studio. He's not a first timer to your weekend set, and he's someone that we always love to have a conversation with. He is Martin Gbados. He's a Nollywood filmmaker. Welcome to your weekend studio again.
Thank you, Tochi.
Like you said, we can't get enough of you. And that appears not to be a lie. How are you doing?
I'm good.
The last time we had this conversation was, I think, right after, around 2020, 2021, right after Soldier Story 2. That project was a very good one. So let's talk about the reception you've gotten after that production.
I was surprised somebody called me when our film became the first Nigerian movie to be picked for distribution by Lionsgate in North America. And I was excited. I was dancing. I posted on Instagram. And then I was surprised somebody was called, oh, he's all over one of the TV networks. I'm like, huh? so phone started ringing. So we thank God that, he gives us that creative juice to be able to do what we do. A Soldier Story, the whole series have been, nothing but God's blessings. The first one, 15 awards. And then that one being picked up by Lionsgate becoming the first Nigerian movie to be shown in North America, distributed by Lionsgate. So for us, it's always gratitude, because the people received it. And now we also see the trajectory that a lot of people are now doing action movies in Nigeria, and people are loving it. And so
how do you come up with a theme that you want to follow in telling your stories?
I like to do more of what I call the dark, not too glamour. So you won't see a whole lot of glamour makeup and stuff like that.
Right.
So because that's authentic Africa, we don't have time for that. I want to be able to touch stories that are changing lives. The Soldier Story is about the life of the Nigerian military, how they go in peacekeeping across
border,
and nobody tells and actually supports them. I keep telling people, apart from Jesus Christ, only one person can die for you, and that's a soldier. There was a show that I wanted to do one time, for example, it's called Switching Places. So the idea is I would take Tochi to go and stand in the middle of the road at 12 midnight as a police officer, and you know how he feels. Yes, because the funny enough, we don't get to appreciate these people, but we're sleeping in our house and somebody's on the street by 2. Somebody say, oh, that's the job they chose to do. They can decide not to do it, then what happens? So it's good to appreciate, and if we can actually tell it in our story that increase their morale. You can imagine how their wives feel. You go home to your wife, you're hugging your wife, honey, you're home, but they don't get, their husbands are in Sambisa. Their husbands are in different places.
So you chose to tell that story.
You chose to choose those stories that be able to say, there's some people out there that are doing way and beyond the accolades that's being given.
You have been in Nollywood for quite some time now. What do you think sets Nollywood apart from every other movie industry in the world?
What sets us apart as an industry, if we want to tell ourselves the truth, is not the quality, but the quantity. So there has to be a time where we need to say, okay, you know what? We have the quantity, but can we match the quality? Because you see some countries like South Africa have won, a movie from South Africa has won an Oscar. We've never won an Oscar.
No.
And we do more.
Almost got in there.
Almost is not winning.
Yeah.
We have not even been nominated. So that's not almost. We're not nominated.
Well, it's the selection.
Yes. So, and it's not that we're not trying enough. It's just that there's always this quick to do. And we always feel that we have gotten it right. No, we haven't. I mean, we are competing with an industry that's been over 200 years. An industry that has produced a president. There's not been a president from Nollywood.
Right.
But Reagan has been an actor and moved. So the industry has grown to transition to bring people. Do you understand?
Yeah,
so we're doing well, but we're doing volumes. But our volumes need to also speak with quality so that we can transition beyond markets. And that's what we do with our movie chains. In A Soldier Story 2, we brought Eric Roberts. Not just because we wanted to bring Eric Roberts. Because Eric Roberts can do it. We also wanted to capture a market beyond our market so people can see our products. Otherwise, we'll just be being super in our own small space. You understand what I'm saying? But we want to go beyond our space.
Collaboration.
Exactly.
It helps to expand the industry.
Exactly. It's called, if the people that did our VFX that you're excited about, They are Creator Studios. Creator Studios is one of the biggest VFX companies in the world. They've done movies for Tom Cruise and stuff like that. So they are ready to work with Africans or Nigerians, but we also have to be able to meet them, halfway so that we can collaborate. Then sound and other stuff. Most of these people complain about Nollywood because of sound. People, the sound balancing, the sound design and stuff like that. So there are some elements that needs to be captured. In as much as, yes, every movie is not going to be that, but there's some have to be so that we can be able to be arguing with the rest of the world that we have. We say second highest. We also match it with the quality. So the Soldier Story 1, 2015, we created an imaginary country called Watts Republic. Created a language for them.
Yeah.
3 years later, Hollywood does Wakanda. So me and my business partner Frankie were 3 years ahead of Hollywood.
You think?
We know.
Okay.
But we don't have the budget that they had. But I can go back and show you comments from Nigerians, Africans. They were making fun. Oh, what kind of language were they speaking? They're not speaking. Do you understand? But they never saw it beyond that. It was creativity. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So we try to create something new. We try to create something different. So in doing all that, that's what we do in the creative space. You just come and do what everybody else is doing because you're just repeating. And that's why I think African stories, Nigerian stories are still yet untouched. Because we're busy telling mills and
recycling, same thing.
And the same thing, Hollywood is recycling. But we need to be authentic, telling our stories authentically. People are telling, they need a story about Thor. Thor is one of the highest selling movies in the world. There's no difference between Thor and Shangu. It's the God of thunder. But when you make it here, you're not a bad person. You understand what I'm saying? So
you're fetish.
So it's important that we bring out this stuff. There's a whole community. I'll give you an example. The discussion we're having with the Brazilian Film Commission. There's a whole community of Yoruba people in Brazil.
Yeah,
how did they get there? At a point, there was a king, a female king.
Wow.
A Yoruba female king in Brazil. How did she get there? Why are these stories not being told? We might be the last generation to tell the story. The Gen Zs are not interested if we don't tell them now.
I was going to ask you your next project, but I just want to know, you started a TV game show, Pyramid. I want to talk a little bit about that. Tell me about that game show.
Pyramid game show. So we felt that, most of the creative, we take. So we wanted to bring something that can give back. So Pyramid game show has been in America for 40 years. Owned by one of the biggest broadcasting networks, Sony Pictures International. So we bought the franchise from Sony Pictures and we created that here in Nigeria. So people get to play and win money and while they're playing with a celebrity, because that gives it the substance. Soon it will be on NTA, and we hope that the way that it's being received everywhere will be received on NTA. But Pyramid is an exciting game of words and wit, and it's educative and it's family oriented. So you're asking people family oriented and also educating people about Nigeria. I can ask you things from Kano. You can say describe these things associated with Kano.
So if I'm going to come, I'm going to be learning about the entire Nigeria so that I don't lose
beyond
money.
Nigeria.
Beyond Nigeria.
So you're able to appreciate. So we can also say, so you can say, granite, pyramids, leather. So it's Kano. When I now say something like Patience, and I say Stella, and I say Aisha, and I say Miriam, you say what?
I don't know.
First ladies.
Right. Okay.
So
looks like I have to be a lot ready before coming there.
Yeah,
anyway, so after Soldier Story, now we're seeing you doing the Pyramid game show. Are we expecting any movie anytime soon?
Yeah. Movie is my bread and butter. Content movie creation. We're working with an Israeli company to do an anthropological movie that connects the Igbo culture with the Israeli culture. What is the link? So those are, like I said, I like to bring that element.
Those kind of stories. I was just gonna say,
so
your stories are not conventional.
Yeah, there has to be. When you go to Ibuku, I don't know if you've been. You will see some cultural things that happen there that you can only see that happening in Israel. So where is the connection? Okay. So imagine if you were this beautiful Israeli journalist that came to Nigeria to find out that There's a lot of stories to be told. Our stories are beautiful. I mean,
And they are beautiful, and we'll
Yes.
tell them. And we
Yes.
can't thank everyone in Nollywood enough for helping us put these stories out there. Martin Gbados, thank you so much for being part of the program today. I hope we
Thank
get
you,
to do
Tochi.
this again, over and over again. You never get tired of coming
No,
to
no,
us.
no.
Yeah,
I
we're
love
grateful for
you know.
that.
You know. I tell people if you're not watching your weekend on NTA, I don't know what else you're
Oh,
watching.
thank you so much. That's very good. Thank you.